I'm not trying to give, advice or tell people what to do. It's more, these are things that have helped me in my life, and if I can, help somebody, that's great, but it's really, everyone's situation is different, and so it's important for people to go and educate themselves on their own finances. When you start to not be afraid of your finances, and when you really look at what you're making and what you're spending, and that it's possible to have security for your future if you just make a few small changes. It doesn't have to be big changes, like maybe it's not getting a coffee every single day. For me, that was it for sure. The latte factor was very important to my budgeting early on, not buying coffee every day. And it's amazing how quickly things like that can add up and help you towards being able to put money aside to invest. And for me, it just gave me so much security to know that I had money put aside for my future, and it was money that I was unequivocally not going to touch. I was making X salary, but I really tried not to spend all of that salary. I really tried to live off of 75 to 80% of the salary, and it really helped me to think about, purchases. Like, if I was going to buy X, I might not be able to buy Y. The opportunity cost of money has always been with me, that, money is scarce, and I treat it as such. So living below my means has really helped my mindset of consumerism, and trying not to buy all the things that I see, and trying to weigh out what is a need versus a want. Your credit card it can work against you very, very quickly. And if you don't pay it off every month, you can get yourself into a very big hole of debt. And so I really always tried to pay off my credit card every month and not pay the interest on the purchases that I was making. So that has helped me a lot. And when you have a credit score, you need to protect it, and you shouldn't just let anyone pull it. Because it can affect your credit score. It can negatively affect your credit score. So be protective of it, and if someone needs to pull it, make sure that they really actually need to do it, or ask, do you have to pull my credit score? It might not always be an option, but to ask, I think, is a really good way to just let the person know that your credit score is important to you. Years ago, when I was about 18, someone gave me The Wealthy Barber, and in that book he talks about paying yourself first. It helped me to see that I could start investing without thousands and thousands of dollars. I could start taking a little bit of money from each paycheck, and I think back then it was like $50 a month. I was able to set aside for investing, and watching that money grow really gave me security in my life, and realizing that I would be able to retire financially comfortable if I kept doing this, and realizing that I wouldn't have to keep working until I was 80 unless I wanted to. So setting that money aside for myself right away from the top of my paycheck really has helped me think through where I want to be spending my money and what's important to me. Start investing now, don't wait, and start just talking to people in your circle, people that you respect with financial matters. Like maybe you see someone who's slightly ahead of you, and you want to just ask them, did they read a book? Do they have a person that you could talk to? And just gleaning information, because it can be very overwhelming. The investment marketplace, there's a lot of different places to put your money. So just slowly start educating yourself.